Details about this deadly shooting in Daytona Beach. A man is accused of shooting and killing his wife during an argument at their home.
He then turned the gun on himself. Well, that man survived and was still in the hospital at last check. Fox 35's Chris Lindsay is hearing from neighbors today.
Neighbors tell me when the shots first rang out, there were a lot of people in their front yard trying to figure out what was going on. And now, even though they know what happened, there's still a lot of confusion in this neighborhood.
To know that this happened, this is heartbreaking.
Samisha Johnson is one of many who can't understand how an argument cost a woman she knew her life.
I'm praying for both families, and it's just real sad. Welcome to Southern Talk TV. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for future content. Shantae Atkins was a mother that was devoted to her family. She graduated from Mainland High School in 2007. Later on in life, she went to college and got her medical assistant degree in 2015. She worked at the Florida Specialist and Research Institute as a medical assistant. Shantae was in a relationship with Chantel Atkins, who she thought was the love of her life. He drove trucks for Daytona Beverages, and he also enjoyed riding his motorcycle. They got married on April the 16th, 2016, which was the happiest day of her life. They would go on dates together, parties, and trips. They appear to be a lovable, trouble-free couple, according to family and friends.
I'm talking about real love. That's why I say it was like so crazy that just happened.
According to police, a Daytona Beach couple got into an argument Thursday evening that led to the husband shooting his wife and later himself. Chantel Atkins was the husband, and his uncle is still in disbelief.
Right now, I don't believe it happened that way, just because knowing them and who he was and who she was, I don't know. It may have happened, but I'm not sure.
The mother had ran out in the road and she was waving to the police officer.
Theodore Carter heard all the commotion. He was just as shocked as Atkins' family to hear the house this all happened in.
I see him all the time. I speak to him. I slow down a little bit and say, hey, how you doing? So the guy was a real good guy to me.
The only thing we could do is try to piece together a puzzle and try to come up with the answers for it. But
Armstrong tells us that the wife had a daughter that she and her husband raised together, but we don't know where she is at this time.
But sadly, on October the 20th, her life ended in a gruesome way. A Daytona Beach man has been charged with first-degree murder following a double shooting on Thursday. 35-year-old Chantel Atkins is in custody on no bond for his charges. According to a statement from the Daytona Beach Police Department, officers received a call at around 6:37 p.m. on Thursday that a man was lying in his front yard with what appears to be a gunshot. Upon arriving at the scene, they also discovered a woman lying shot near the front door. The man was identified as Atkins, and the woman was identified as his wife, 34-year-old Shantae Atkins. First responders pronounced Shantae dead at the scene. According to police report, the couple were in a verbal dispute at the residence, leading Shantae to call her parents for help. Police then say Chantel grabbed the rifle and shot his wife and shooting himself in the chest. Chantel was taken to the hospital for treatment.
Police flooded this area around 7 o'clock on Thursday after multiple 911 calls.
He shot himself. He just shot himself with his own gun.
Okay, what is the address?
That sounded like a gunshot. So what I did is kind of like walked up to the fence and looked down the street to see.
Theodore Carter says he's familiar with the home he saw officers surrounding. Daytona Beach police say it belongs to the suspect, Chantel Atkins, and the victim, his wife, Shantae.
They seem like great people, like great couple, like maybe next door to your house, you know what I'm saying? You would never think that something like that would ever happen like that.
Investigators say when an argument broke out on Thursday, Shantae Shantae called her parents for help. Right after that, they say Chantel pulled out a rifle, shooting and killing her.
It's not worth it at all. I feel like they could have came to some type of probably a common ground.
They say Chantel then shot himself in the chest. He's still in the hospital. No details have been released about the argument. Regardless, neighbors tell me there's never a reason for things to escalate to the point they did.
You can't stay together. Just go ahead and separate and go ahead. You go your way, I'll go mine.
We learned that Chantel will be charged with first-degree murder, and we also learned he is in stable condition.
I'm going to give my thoughts and opinion on this story. Very sad situation that shouldn't have happened. All this woman wanted to do was stop her husband from getting on his motorcycle drunk. But instead, he took her life. I honestly believe it's more to the story, but according to witness, this is what had happened. Never get into an argument with a person who is intoxicated, because they do not want to hear anything you have to say. And for him to grab that gun was unnecessary. And this lady called her parents for help, but it was too late by the time they had got there. Very sad. I'm pretty sure this wasn't their first time getting into a heated argument every time he drinks. To other people, they seem like a good couple. But when you're on the outside looking in, anything can appear good. Ladies, pay attention to the red flags, know your worth, and be safe. Leave your thoughts and opinions down below. I will continue to keep my thoughts and prayer with the family, and I will see y'all in my next video.